Thank God, it's a Thursday! Ito po ang September 9 edition ng The Stock Market Today. 107 days na lang, Pasko na. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Benji Chodoro. Ako po ay isang retired bank officer who started to invest in the Philippine stock market in 2007. And I do this report daily, which I started last year. August din po ako nag-start. I also report the latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. If you like the content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. And if you have stocks in mind that you want reviewed, please comment in the comment box and I will prioritize. Ang ating financial na balita ay mula sa Philippine Airlines muli. Kasama po ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw. Ika-siyam ng Setyembre 2021 dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Okay, this is from the Manila Standard, but before I go to that, let me share with you first the financial headlines. The macro news, DOF, NEDA back looser lockdown. The second bullet is PH to raise COVID-19 vaccination target to 80 to 90%. And then the sectoral news, SMC Global Power approves $100 million perpetual securities. And then the next bullet is MPTC open to adjustments on Citibex proposal. And BSP assures no massive loan defaults in the Philippines despite economic slump. So we'll be taking a look at the stocks concerning them. But before that, may I take you to the Manila Standard. PAL eyeing exit from Chapter 11 bankruptcy by year-end. Sa US po ito, no? Yung Chapter 11. Philippine Airlines said Monday it's eyeing an exit from Chapter 11 bankruptcy it filed in the US before the end of the year, but it does not expect a return to pre-pandemic level until 2024 or 2025. PAL President and Chief Operating Officer Gilbert Santamaria said in a virtual briefing the airline would likely emerge from the Chapter 11 bankruptcy before the end of the year. In the old process, the last time PAL went through rehab, it took 7 or 8 years for PAL to leave the receivership program. That was then the practice. That is no longer going to be necessary by filing under Chapter 11. So once we exit before the end of the year, we're done. We will have a lighter balance sheet. We will have a capital and cost structure that will be a lot lighter. We will be done by the end of the year, he said. This is unusual for aviation. We don't anticipate staying in the Chapter 11 process for very long. We will likely be out before the end of the year, Santamaria said. He said the chance that the U.S. court would not approve its petition is very small. PAL voluntarily filed for prearranged restructuring under the U.S. Chapter 11 process in the Southern District of New York on September 3 to implement the consensual restructuring plan. Under the restructuring plan, PAL will raise $505 million in long-term equity and debt financing from majority shareholders and $150 million in additional debt financing from new investors. The bailout deal provides more than $2 billion in permanent balance sheet reduction from creditors and a reduction in fleet capacity by 25%. Santamaria said the airline's financial advisors invited over 118 investors to participate in its fundraising. These potential investors are looking at it. There was a general interest in continuing to support PAL, he said. So that's our financial news for today. And now let's go to the happenings in the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. Okay, the PSEI lost 25.37 points or 0.37% down to finish at 6924.02. But this is still bullish. Our index is still bullish as our indicators are under the candlestick, and RSI is up at 60.22. Yung market summary naman, 96 companies declined, 94 advanced, while 44 remained unchanged. The all-share index also declined by 0.13%, while the sectoral indices, the holding companies and the services ended in the red, while the financials, industrials, mining, and properties ended in the green. So, halos hindi pa nagwa 1% yung mga increase or declines nitong sectoral indices, but in the end, the PSEI lost 0.37%, while the all-share index lost 0.13%. Wala pang 1%. On the market status, we will be reviewing the following: SMC, MPI, BDO, BPI, MBT, SECB, so all the four listed banks. Then we'll include ACEN and MONDE. So let's now start with SMC, which figured in the news earlier. Now, SMC had a solid green candlestick yesterday, but it ended flat today with a dragonfly doji. So it opened at 117.50, closed at 117.50 flat. But the closing price is under the candlestick, which means that the stock is bullish. In the meantime, this is already at resistance level. Yan po, resistance level na po yan. But the next resistance level of San Miguel would be here at this area, 121. So when we talk of support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas. And then Metro Pacific, undervalued tong stock na ito. It's moving sideways, but yung ating mga indicators are under the candlestick, which would indicate that the stock is moving upwards on the average. RSI is bullish at 56. But if we will be drawing a Darvas box, dito po siya naglalaro at this level. The upper level would be our resistance at 393. The lower level is our support at 379 to 380. Short term lang po ito. Yun po ang ating outlook for Metro Pacific. Then, tignan mo natin yung mga bangko. BDO first. Yan, BDO is bullish. Meron siyang dividend declaration of 30 centavos. Yung ating support level for BDO would be here at this level, 113. But the resistance level is here at, lagay natin sa 115. Nasa 116 to 117 po yung resistance level ni BDO. Then BPI. Okay, BPI is moving sideways also, more on the bearish side, but it's sideways to bearish. Support is here at 82.05. Resistance is here at this level, 84.37. Area po yan, no? Support and resistance. Just moving sideways. And then Metrobank. Okay, MBT naman is also bearish, as our indicator is below the candlestick. RSI is bearish at 47. Ngayon, support is in this area at 45 pesos. Resistance is in this area at 46.70 to 46.80. Nearest po yan. SECB. Yan, SECB is also bearish. And yung two indicators, the long-term and the medium-term EMA, is above the candlesticks, while yung ating short-term indicator, yung 20-day EMA, is just piercing through. So it's sideways to bearish po. Ang ating SECB support is here at 112. And then yung most active stock is ACEN. Yan, bullish po si ACEN, no? Ito po yung mga formation na meron definite trend, no? Yung ating short-term indicator is nearest the candlestick. Under po lahat ito, no? Medium term is also under, followed by the long term, which is also under. Sabay-sabay po yan na nasa ilalim, ano po? Which would indicate a definite trend, which upward trend started in July 2020. So, kung nakabili po kayo dito sa area to na mahaba po yung consolidation ni ACEN Nag-start po yan dito, no? Actually, February 2019 up to ever since, mababa po yan, no? Yung kanyang presyo is 1 peso lang, oh. 1 peso and 26 centavos. Tapos umakyat siya sa 2 pesos and 21. Dito po, nasa 1.99, almost matagal sa 2 pesos. Pero nag-start siya mag-climb dito po sa July 2020. Yan po si ACEN. At nasa peak na po siya, no? Ngayon, ano? But we don't know yet kung ano yung pinakamataas nito dahil this is the highest so far that it has reached. In the meantime, the support level is at 932 area po ito, and yung 52-week high na achieve po niya a few days ago dito po noong September 3. Yun po yung 52-week high. And so far, that is our resistance area. And then MONDE, okay, si MONDE naman ay nagko-consolidate lang. And it reached a 52-week high noong September 7 when it had a high of 1770. September 7 po. But in the past 2 days, it has been just consolidating with support at this level here at 16 to 17 pesos. Okay po, yan po ang ating report sa stock market September 9, 2020. Ito po ang yung lingkod Benji Chodoro, nagpapaalala, mag-ingat sa COVID, mag-ingat sa scam. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. Hanggang sa muli, God bless and bye for now.